Taoist Magic Talk Show brought to you by Taoist Master Ji Sifu and King Dragon Taoism. ผู้亮天尊. Hi everyone, welcome back to the show. This is your Ji Sifu right here. Today we're going to talk about Taoist magic, and wow, this topic is supposed to be hot because a lot of people will search into this video. It's about Tai Chi, the concept of Tai Chi. So why does it matter to a Taoist? Like, why Taoists talk about Tai Chi? What is the truth about it? What's so special about it? Well, first thing is, I need to pop your bubble. It's not about the balance and all that crap. Okay, so what is it about? Okay, first of all, you see the Tai Chi symbol, right? Everyone should know what that is. If not, you go to Google, right? Google it, or look at the thumbnail. Okay, that's the Tai Chi symbol. It has two color inside that circle, black and white. Okay, now what does that represent? First of all, one circle, meaning one thing, one event, one thing. Okay, it has two sides. One is the white, one is the black. Now, look, the truth is, what is white representing? White represents it's full, because white light contains all the colors already, if you know science, right? Put white light through that triangle thing, right? The prism, and you will see the rainbow color, right? Well, white is a complete foam. It has everything already. And black is the opposite. It have nothing, and that's why it absorbs from the white. So we know about light and darkness, but it's not just that. Okay, it's a metaphor. Guys, Taoism is full of metaphor. Like when we say sky, ground, human, is not the actual sky above your head, and it's not the ground on the ground. Okay, they are all metaphor words, and that's why I say it is so hard for people to learn it on their own. You need a master to point out the fact to you about what this is about. Okay, and you know what? In the ancient time, no one learned Taoism on their own or from books. Everyone find a sifu or a master to teach them. So anyway, if you really want to learn, you can go to my website, contact me or whatever. Okay, anyway, continue. So, white and black. What color do you think you are if you are becoming a Taoist, like a newbie Taoist? Well, of course you're black. Why? Because you are learning from a party that already have everything. A complete system. Okay, let's say you are new to this school. You just entered the university, okay, or high school, like a school, a place to learn. You're there to learn. You're there to absorb. So, why? Because they have stuff for you to learn. They have all the knowledge, the content, the material, the whatever things you want, it's all there, right? So, they are the white and you're the black. Now, what does that mean? How important is this? Well, I have to introduce a term, Junbei. Junbei is Cantonese. It means the hierarchy, or it means the order, like who is higher or the above and who is the lower. Now, in the modern society, especially America, a lot of people are into this, like everyone is equal. Okay? Especially those people who believe in Buddhism. Every living beings are equal. No way. Are we equal? Look, the birds, the cow, are they equal with human being? No, they are not. Bird flies in the air, cow walk on the ground. They are not equal. They are different. They are in different category, different classes. And they don't build houses. We do. So why are we equal? They're not equal, okay? So first of all, the first thing you need to learn in Taoism is the order. Very important. When you enter anywhere to learn, you need to put yourself down low. Yeah, like what we say, put down your ego, okay? You gotta be the lowest of the lowest because you're a newbie of the newbie of the newest newbie, right? Okay, so you're the newbie going in there. A lot of people are like this. I have some real examples of martial arts, like people go out there and learn martial art. So there was a guy, um, this is like a Canadian, but he's not Chinese. He's like a white. Okay, so he went to a karate school, a dojo, right, and then learn. So he wanted to learn, and then he entered it and signed up the class and so on. So the first few classes, he already tried to show off what he knows and tell the master, "Oh, this is how you kick." But you know what? When I used to learn, it's like this. What about this? And then he showed the master his past, like whatever he have in the past. Okay, first class, the master is like, just follow the group. Second class, you're out. Go home. I don't want you here. Go home. Yeah. Simply said, no teacher likes a person going into the class and start teaching the teacher. It's the wrong mindset and it's rude, right? You want to learn, you need to be humble, you need to be down low, you need to know nothing. You need to empty your cup before you can taste the teacher's cup of tea. Same thing here. In my lineage, I see tons of people like that. They come in, ordain, and it's like they have so much money to waste. They spend that money to ordain, right? And then when they come in, they start telling you what they knew in the past from other places. I'm like, what the heck are you doing here? Are you here to learn? I tell them to just ditch it. Keep it to yourself, You don't need to say anything like that to me. You're here to learn. I'm here to teach, right? So you listen, I teach. And they cannot do it. And eventually there's this big problem because they keep wanting to express their own view. It's like they cannot control their mouth. They keep wanting to tell you what they knew, what they think is right. And oh my God, that's a disaster, right? I hate teaching these kinds of disciples. And you see, that's why the Tai Chi theory is so important. First thing is you need to set who is the upper, who is the lower, right? The black and white party. If you enter my lineage, I already have everything you need, right? So the lineage, the Tao, the me right here is the white party and you are the black party. So you're supposed to know nothing. That's why you can get stuff from me. Now imagine you want to taste my food right here and I offer, for example, I offer fried rice, okay? And you were drinking your clam chowder, whatever, soup, pasta. And you have a half a bowl of clam chowder and you put my fried rice into it. Can you actually taste what is fried rice? You cannot. And then you start to judge how come your fried rice is not dry? It's so, I'm like, okay, you have your soup there. What are you doing? Stop mixing things, right? Or else you cannot learn anything here. So, yeah. You get the idea. It's so common sense, but just that 99% of the people are crazy. So they just love to, be the white party so much that they cannot be the black. So the first thing is you need to learn how to be the black. Being black isn't bad, right? Black, negative. Negative is not bad. Negative means absorbing. Right? You just absorb and take and intake and take. It's the consumer end, right? You consume things. White is the positive. They have to give. Now, there are bad white out there, like bad teachers. They keep giving out bad information. They keep giving out bad teachings. For example, there's this teacher. They always swear in front of the disciples. And they're showing the disciples bad habits, like saying bad words and things like that. So it's bad, right? Even you're being white, you're giving out bad stuff. That's bad too. So first thing, set the white and black party. Second thing is, why is the thing kind of turning, right? Like that the Tai Chi diagram, you see it's kind of spinning in a clockwise or counterclockwise motion sometimes. Well, it means that it's an interaction between the two party. And then there's like two little dots inside that is the opposite color, right? So what does that mean? Okay, for example, you are a newbie that enters my lineage to learn. So you're the black and I'm the white. I speak, you listen. I teach, you absorb. But that's not enough. What is the second step? After you listen, you must give back, like give feedback. You know, like after I teach, you got to respond back. You cannot just, okay, okay, okay. And then I'm like talking to the wall, right? So you need to give back. Okay, after you have learned something, you show, you give back. For example, I teach you how to say a spell. I say the spell once, now you show me again and you show me what you have learned. So you do the spell one time, back to me. If I teach you a theory, for example, this Tai Chi theory, and then you're like, oh, okay, I get it. That's not enough. You have to return back to show me what do you actually get. So you kind of rephrase in your own word and say, oh, I get it. So that means, like, for example, this and this. And so the Tai Chi is like that. You give me the example and I can see through the example to see if you actually understand. There are a lot of bad learners out there who like just listen and then they return you with one word answer. Okay, noted, thanks. And that's what turned the whole Tai Chi into a static, a still moment. It doesn't move anymore. It doesn't move. There's no momentum, right? How can you be motivated to teach more if the disciple is like, okay, thanks, bye, hi, like that, right? So as a disciple, you need to learn how to be the black with the white inside. That means after you have listened or learned something, you must always give back, show whatever you have learned again, and then the teacher side will be like, okay, you got it, or okay, you got it, but, and then there are more teachings to come. That's why the teacher has to give and then listen, right? So the white party has the black dot inside, which means I teach, I give, and then I start to listen and observe. And it's very important because, like, when I teach my disciples, like, for example, the martial art, right? Through Zoom, we have a Zoom call, video call, right? And I show them stuff, they learn, and then I say, do you get it? And they're like, yeah. And then I say, okay, you do it once. And then I'm right there watching them live to do it once. And I, like, 100% look at them, observe every part of their body, and I say, okay, this is good, but this is what you need to improve on. And from there, they have improvement, they have fine-tuned. That's how you learn, right? If I don't do my job to be the black inside, the little black dot inside, I don't look and observe, I just teach, what's going to happen? Well, they give back, I just talk, I don't care about them. Eventually, they will be on the dead end too. It's like they show me, but I don't care, and eventually they won't want to keep learning because they don't feel I care. Right? So being the upper is not just about giving, it's also about listening, observing afterward, right? And because of that, like these four phases, okay, which are the four phases? Okay, first, the white party, the teacher side need to give, right? Need to teach. And then second is the disciple side need to learn. And then third is the disciple side need to give back, so show what you have learned. And then the teacher side have to observe, look and observe. And then what's next? Well, next is, of course, to give again, right? So this cycle goes like non-stop like that. Now, a lot of people are wrong about this Tai Chi concept when they think about like, oh, in this world, like the whole world, there's like negative and positive. So there's like evil and good. So evil is fine, it's there because, there's need a balance. It's not like that, okay? It's not about that. You need to set the subject to be like about one thing. It's not like about the whole world kind of thing. It's about one thing first, okay? Look, it's about one thing. What are we talking about, right? And yeah, there's a balance, but you also need to know it's not just the balance. It's about the timing as well. Such as like, when I'm talking, you shut up and listen. Sounds mean, but it's real. I hate it when I talk and then the disciple jam in and say, oh, what? I'm like, what are you doing? Wait, when I finish, you talk, right? That's what the boss say too, right? When I'm talking, you shut up. When I'm done, you talk. Don't just like silence, right? It's so funny. When you are a teacher in a school, you'll know. When you're done talking and then everyone's silent and you're like, okay, everyone get it? And then everyone like, and you're like, hello, right? Everyone is like silent. They don't talk, they don't react, and that's very annoying, right? But it's also annoying when you're talking and people are talking back at you. So you got to know the timing. It's not about just the balance. It's about the timing and what you should be doing for your role. Like, what is your role? That's the thing. Okay, now one real example. If you ordain first, and there's some newbie that ordained maybe like 3 months after you, what is the order between you and that newbie, right? Of course, you are the higher one, right? You are elder, you're like more senior. So you supposed to be the white. So how should you treat the newbie? You should be teaching the newbie. You should be showing the newbie. Well, I haven't learned a lot, so what can I teach? No, you don't teach like, oh, let me teach you a spell, that kind of teach, okay? You teach them the mindset, the attitude, the proper like attitude, the way to respect, and all that stuff that you have learned in the past. You demonstrate and let them see, like you see by your action, and then the lower will learn by looking at how you act. So if you are one of the senior disciple, it's like, okay, you learned 3 months, this guy just came in. You're a senior already, right? More senior than that newbie. So your action, the way you speak, the way you act, shows the disciple how to act in the lineage. And if you are showing bad role model, like you're like bad role model, you show bad way of acting, speaking, then they will learn. So if the upper is like very corrupted, like the uppers are very bad, then they act very bad, then you're screwing up the lineage, because everyone that come in after you will copy you and follow your footstep and become a bad disciple. So you see, this is so important, and it also applies to company, like work, school, everywhere, right? This is a communication skill and a relationship building skill. It keeps the whole thing flowing in a healthy way, right? And of course, this extends to what we call the Do and Duck, which is like you give and there's like give back. So if you have taken from the lineage, you also want to give back to the lineage to keep the momentum going, right? So that's why you don't just come and learn, you also contribute to the lineage and help the lineage to like keep going and so on. It's a mindset. And it's very, very easy. It applies to everyone's life. Like if you communicate with people in your house, well, think about it this way. If you greet your mother, hi, good morning. And then your mother is like, don't look at you, don't answer back. And you feel like, no, she's like a wall. Then eventually the relationship is going to go bad, right? It's a bad way of communication. So what they should be doing is returning back, feedback. So this thing is very, very common sense, but somehow, I don't know why people are like making it too hard. It's very, very simple, but it's also something that a lot of modern people fail because of the modern, I don't know what happened in the school, but a lot of people are like that. Like they cannot let go of their ego, and when they join something, they just love to show off. They cannot stop being themselves and like being the star, trying to shine and all that. And oh my God, it's a disaster. But anyway, so now that you know, you are upgraded. Congratulations. You have unlocked your Tao Brain 2.0 Ultra Pro version Max. Anyway, we'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye. Oh, by the way, check us out on TikToks, and don't forget that. Teen Yet Dragon Tao. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.